Hi everybody, Francesca here. So today I want to talk about how you start to change dating patterns that do not serve you. And this advice really applies to changing any pattern in your life. So what is a pattern? A pattern is something that repeats itself in a predictable way. So when it comes to dating, it might be that you always meet somebody, have 3 or 4 dates, and then it fizzles. Or maybe your pattern is that you get massive crushes on people and then you can't date anybody else for 6 months because you're so hung up on the person that you're pining for. Maybe your pattern is that you go from relationship to relationship and then after a year or two, you realize that you're completely incompatible with this person and then you break up and you start over again. So everyone has a pattern, even if that pattern is not dating. So how do you start to recognize it? The first thing you do is to actually identify what your pattern is. And everyone has one, right? Every once in a while we might have a deviation from that pattern, but we have an overriding pattern in our lives. So the first step is to recognize what that pattern is. The second step, and this sounds really basic, but it's true, is to resolve to change it. And so once you resolve to change it, that's going to put you in a really good position to do the third thing, which is start to recognize when you're repeating it. So when you're meeting somebody new and dating, and it feels really familiar and it feels really comfortable. Our patterns feel really familiar and really comfortable. So be on the lookout for that, right? Really do an autopsy of your past relationships and your past dates and your past encounters and wonder, what are the signals? What are the red flags? What are the patterns that are repeating themselves? And is it happening again? Am I continually meeting somebody who says they're going to do something and then they don't do it? Am I continually having to pursue people who are showing not so much interest in me? Or am I continually being in a position where I'm on the fence about someone, but they're pursuing me so hard that I get really wrapped up into the relationship because it feels so good to be wanted? Whatever your pattern is, recognizing that pattern and making a different choice is really key to changing it. So just know that it's going to feel uncomfortable to change those patterns, but you have to do it. It's all about action. So the recognition is the first piece of it, but then taking the action and making a different decision, not dating someone who is falling into that same pattern, walking away, having the courage and the commitment to yourself to do that, or going and pushing yourself out of your comfort zone to date somebody who you normally wouldn't date because this is a totally different pattern. This person is showing up for you in a way that no one has before. So you have the power to change your patterns if you are committed to doing so. So I wish you a lot of luck. Thanks for watching.